everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are here with both an unboxing and review of the Mafex 241, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire one from No Way Home. Here's the box. Oh, this thing looks sick. Now, I have heard complaints about this figure already that paint chips, so I hope that's not the case. I also heard that the web lines aren't like all the way painted and it kind of looks sloppy and unfinished in some areas. So I also hope that's not the case on my copy because that would suck. But yeah, without further ado, let's open this bad baby. Got my friendly neighborhood X-Acto knife. All right. Open this up. Mafex thing of certificate thingy majigger, the thing that comes with pretty much all Mafex figures. That's cool. Oh, this. Alright. Oh, that's taped on. Okay, so I still need the knife. Alright, so first thing we have is portal effect. And his web effects down here. That looks really, really cool. This is going to be fun to display him with my other Spider-Verse figures. Let's get to the main figure himself. Oh, regular Mafex stand down here. Let's take that out. I'm going to be honest, I have so many Mafex stands because I'm someone who doesn't... I try not to use my Mafex stands because I, like with my Spideys, because I try to get them in poses where their magnets will work. But if the magnets aren't strong enough, then of course you need the stand. But here it is, stand. It's kind of basic. Yeah. Oh, these are new. These clamps are new. If you guys can see that, let me get one. I think I have one around here. It looks like I don't have one around here. I'm going to pause the video, guys, real quick and show you the difference real quick. Alright, so I'm back, and as you can see, we got our standard Mafex stand. And right off the bat, as you can notice, these two clamp pieces are very differently. Like, they're technically the same piece, but let me close this up. See? It's smaller. So that's interesting. I wonder if this is how it's going to be from now on with Mafex, or if it's just for this figure in particular. But that's pretty cool. They are changing it up a bit, it looks like. So, yeah. Let me try to get this in frame with the camera. Oh, better close that up. There we go. Alright, so before we get to the figure himself, I want to take a look at the accessories. So, we got our Tobey Maguire head sculpt. Look at that. That looks way better than the SH Figure Arts, and I thought the SH Figure Arts looked fantastic. But nah, this looks great. This looks like Bully Maguire. Well, it doesn't look like him, but you get what I mean. Like, I'm pretty sure there'll be some customizer out there who figure out a way, but yeah. Focus, please. Thank you. But yeah, they even got his blue eyes in there. If my camera actually just wants to focus. There we go. You can see that's pretty cool. I have no idea. Oh wait, isn't this the thing, the cure for like Sandman or something? That's cool. This feels very flimsy, so be careful. You could end up breaking this if you're like too forceful, like these little clips in the back, so be careful. But yeah, that's cool. Oh man, that's in there. Alright, we got his mask, like his taken off mask. And right off the bat, I want to just say that looks cool. That looks pretty cool. As a fan of the original Raimi trilogy, I have to say this figure is like a, I don't know, I really like this figure. Because like, I like the original SH figure arts, and I did initially plan on getting it, but I just didn't have the money at the time, so, you know. Then when I finally did, I just kept procrastinating, and now I just don't want to buy it because it's too expensive, honestly, for the price point. So, I'm glad that Mafex came out with theirs, and honestly, it's better. It doesn't look like I have any paint mishaps. I don't know if you guys can tell me if you notice anything, but I don't see anything. So I'm really liking that with the hand so far. Oh, they have the, oh, these are the pointer finger hands. That's cool. I forgot to mention that. And these are the hands, like when you, if you guys remember in Spider-Man 3, like when Bully Maguire's like, and that song was on and he was like this out of the building, you know. I don't remember. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but that was cool. Yeah. Doesn't look like they missed out on any. Oh, wait, under here. See? Now, I don't mind that too much simply because it's underneath, but, you know, for a figure you're paying a bunch of money for, you would expect better paint quality. I'm not going to lie. But that's just one set of hands, so not going to complain too much. But I do have to point that out as a reviewer. Also on the back of these fingers, not very well painted with the web lines, but in the front it looks perfect, so I don't really mind. Sorry I keep moving the camera a lot. See? Ooh. I guess these are grabbing hands. Under here, look at that difference. But yeah. At least they're painting the front of the hands better than the back, so it's not too noticeable since, you know, we see the front of our hands better than we see the back of our hands, so yeah, that makes sense. Oh, this one's painted really well, actually. Nice. Of course, he comes with an extra pair of feet, or, yeah, toes, or whatever, you know. These look cool. Look well painted, too. Toe joint in there. Oh, that's stiff. That's a stiff toe joint, huh? That's really stiff. But, I'll probably have to warm that up stiff, you know. Yeah, that's stiff. Okay, but the magnets are there. That's cool. Oh, and then the magnetized hands. Yeah, now that's cool. I finally have a Toby figure to add to the collection. I can get rid of the Marvel Legends, so that's nice. Well, I'm not going to get rid of it, obviously, but like, you know. I have one thing to say. Why is my figure packaged like that? That looks so weird. You know? You gotta shift that back this way. I will say his torso joint feels really, really tight. I don't know. That could cause paint scuffage. I'm gonna be honest. But other than that, he looks really good. Oh, this arm is super tight. Yeah, it doesn't even want to move. This one's kind of loose, so I like that. Like, it's not loose, but it's not like tight either. Also, there's like little missings of paint on the web lines there. Little disappointing, but hey, what are you gonna do about it, right? Just got the figure in hand. Yeah, really, really tight with this entire arm. Bends pretty well, so that's good. Yeah. I liked what they did with the eyes on this head. Like, I like how reflective they look. That looks pretty good. Missing paint down here a little bit. So, Mafex, come on, buddy. You're gonna have to do a little better than that. Your premium products. But everything else about the figure looks really, really good from what I can see. Back, of course. I like that they did that. Let's see if they... Oh, they even continued it. That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, proportionally wise, this feels off to Tobey Maguire. I feel like the SH figure arts definitely got the proportions down better. But with that being said, it's still a really good figure. I really like this so far. Yeah. Does need to be warmed up if I'm going to be doing any form of posing portion, because yeah, this is tight, man. This is really tight. What about the arm? Oh wow, no, that's a little tight there, but this is loose. This is like really loose. Okay, so and that, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, that's in there too. Yeah, this figure needs to be warmed up before it can even be used, really. From what I'm saying, I'm gonna have to warm it up. That's fine. SH figure arts are kind of like that too, so it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, there he is. All right, now that we've seen the figure, let's move straight to the review. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the review portion. If you're wondering why I don't have the accessories out, that's because I showed it in the unboxing portion and I don't feel like showing it again, because it'd make the video freakishly long. Also, what do you guys think of the backdrop? That's a spinny thing. I think it matched Christmas tree. But yeah, comes with a lot of great stuff. Have no paint chipping so far. I'd like to point that out. And I have been playing around with this guy since I got him, and I haven't got a single thing of paint chip. Although they didn't really paint these silver lines too well. Like some of them aren't painted and some of them are. You know, definitely not. Doesn't feel too premium because of that, but it's fine. But let's continue with this review. So let's take a quick look at the figure. And I just moved my camera. That's fun. That's always fun. Here he is. I love the eye lenses. They just look so great. I think the head should be bigger. They should probably put a bigger head, but it's whatever. Yeah. That looks good. If you're wondering, in the package he kind of came like this. And I thought that looked weird in terms of proportions, so brought the arms down, and that looks way more proportionally accurate, in my opinion. At least Spider-Man 2. But yeah, looks really, really good. Let's compare him to some other figures real quick. First up for comparison, so we're gonna have the Mafex Phoenix and the Mafex Spider-Man, Tom Holland version over here. They look pretty good. I like that he's actually taller than Tom Holland. That's how it's supposed to be. I don't know if this is too accurate, but still looks very, very good. Yeah. Let's get the SH Figure Arts Deadpool and the SH Figure Arts Ant-Man from Quantumania. If Ant-Man even wants to stand today. There you go. There they are. They look pretty good. Next to him, I like that Deadpool's taller because technically Ryan Reynolds is taller than Tobey Maguire, so that makes a lot of sense. And I don't know how tall Paul Rudd is, but I think this fits. So he'll look good to your next to your SH Figure Arts, it looks like, and next to your Mafex. And for our last comparison, we have him next to the Mezco 1/12 scale Ghost Rider, who just towers over him. Like it's funny actually, but yeah, he just towers over him. And that's pretty much it for comparisons. As you can see, he's going to fit in pretty well. Sorry I didn't bring a Marvel Legends, but that's all kind of like I'll explain that later. But sorry for no Marvel Legends comparisons, but he fits all right with them, if you guys want to know. He fits decently well. decently. Not all of them. But with that being said, let's move on to his articulation, which he has quite a bit. So like all Mafex figures, right? Dumbbell joint, right? Up, down, side, side. Without moving the neck joint, how much does it go up? All right, about that much up. All right. If I'm moving the neck joint that much down, with the neck joint that much down, with the neck joint that much up. So, pretty good. The neck joint definitely adds a lot more. Butterfly joints, obviously, right? They work beautifully. Not a single problem with either of them. They work great. Arms can go out. They can go all the way around, as you can see. Dead jointed elbows, bicep swivel. Peg in the wrist, so it can go all the way around and up and down. So that's nice. All right, great articulation as always from Mafex. It's what I've come to expect anyway. He does come with a stand if you're wondering, and it is a little bit different. I'll probably show that at the end of the video, but yeah. I think I showed it in the beginning too for the unboxing. Ab crunch goes about that far, goes about that much. You got to be very careful because this feels like it gets scraped a lot, right? That far back. This waist joint goes this far forward, a little bit of side to side, that far back. Combine everything. And he can, yeah, look down about a bit. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty good. I'm just trying to be really careful with this because don't want to paint chip. Yeah, that far like that. Yeah. One thing I've noticed is it's very hard to match up the spider and also match up the web lines. I don't know, maybe it's just my copy, but yeah. But it still looks great. This is a very soft piece of plastic, and by soft I mean like it's soft. I mean like it's easy to bend, it's really malleable, like you can get them in a lot of great poses with it. My only fear about it is that it might eventually crack. Or completely deform if you keep it in a pose for too long. So just be aware of that, because that could happen, and this is a very expensive figure, and it would just suck to have that happen to someone, you know. But drop down hips, right? Oh, this one's still tight? I thought I warmed it up. Okay. I guess it doesn't want to drop down. Maybe this is, I wonder if this is also an issue on anyone else's copy. But yeah, goes about that far out with a drop down hip. Right, not very far. Now, of course, using the bendable plastic here, you can probably go further. Yeah. Regular just goes about that far. He can kick back, double jointed knees. Bit of a thigh swivel due to the drop down hinge, toe articulation, of course. Foot can go up and down, a little bit of an ankle rocker, and that's about it. Basic articulation and legs, really nothing special for Mafex, you know, when it comes to Spider-Man figures. But other than that, this figure is great. Honestly, feels good in hand, in my opinion. It feels really great. I don't have the SH Figure Arts Toby, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think I need to get it. I think this is going to be my definitive Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure in general. So yeah. For articulation, it feels great. There's really no problems with it. Oh, head tilt, if you're wondering. And he does get some side to side here and side to side here. Just in case you guys were wondering, because I don't think I showed that. So, yeah, there you go. Now, with the articulation being shown, let me show you some poses real quick, and we'll move on to the final review. All right, everyone, welcome to the posing portion. As you're going to see with the poses coming up, He can pose pretty well, looks really good in web slinging poses, looks really good in wall crawling poses. He can stick to magnets. I mean, like, there's nothing he really can't do. This figure is fantastic. Anyway, back to the rest of the review. Alright everyone, welcome back to the rest of the video. This is the final review portion of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the pose portion. So, for my final thoughts, I'm honestly going to say this figure is a 10 out of 10. Proportion-wise, at first out of the box, it looks a little iffy, but when you put the shoulders down, it pretty much fixes that issue. I really have no real complaints with this figure. I think it's an astonishingly amazing figure. Definitely better than this. This is like my first Mafex Spider-Man, and it's the worst Mafex Spider-Man ever. And I have two other ones. So this one is definitely better by a lot. I don't know if it's better than the other one, but it's definitely good. No paint chippage off using it already. Like, I've had it for a week and I've been posing it around and I can't spot a single thing. It's just honestly amazing. It poses like a charm. You can get into most of the iconic Tobey Maguire poses you could ever wish to get it into, and in some comic book poses too. I mean, like, this figure is so great, and then the Tobey heads look so good. Honestly, it's just fantastic. If I had to critique it, I'm honestly going to say I don't get what the point is with this. Like, I don't think it should have been added. I would have rather had another Spider-Man, like, Tobey Maguire head sculpt. Like, they could have probably put Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire as a head sculpt in there. I would have really loved that. But, you know, it is what it is, and it's still a good figure regardless. I do like that they added this. It's going to go great in my display. But, yeah, those are my only real complaints with it. Other than that, it's fantastic. It poses amazingly. Honestly, as a reviewer, I do think this is a solid 10 in my book. I don't know how it is in yours, but for me, it's a solid 10. Now, keep in mind, that's because I've had it for a week, and there has not been a single thing of paint chippage. If it did paint chip, it would have been an 8. But I've been using it extensively over the week, and not a single thing. At least not anything I can spot. So, yeah. If I had to put another critique, maybe the head could be a little bigger, but other than that, you know, like I said, it's perfectly fine. And I just moved my camera again, which is great. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this figure. If you can get it, definitely pick it up. It's definitely cheaper than the SH Figure Arts one, for sure. Because I think the SH Figure Arts one is on the secondary market for like, what, 200? I'm not sure. I haven't checked in a while. But yeah, so this is definitely a cheaper alternative and a better alternative than the Marvel Legends, which just cheeks. I mean, like, Jesus Christ, Marvel Legends. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this figure. Absolute 10 out of 10 in my book. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Anyway, I'm out. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. See you later.